Hello everyone. So this is the remaining part of the previous lecture. This is part 2 of the social contract theory. So we are going to be studying the features of Locke's social contract. So his social contract was specific and it was not general because according to Locke in the contract each individual had given up on their natural rights, but they only gave up their one natural right, which was the interpretation and execution of laws of the nature, and thus the contract was specific in nature. बाकी कोई किस्म के natural rights individuals ने surrender नहीं किए थे to the state. The other point is that there was no absolute sovereign. So in his contract, people surrendered their natural rights, but not to a person or a group of community as whole. Hence the community became superior. Government is entrusted with certain powers to protect the rights of the people. हॉब्स के जो सोशल कॉन्ट्रैक्ट थ्योरी था ना, ही ऑलवेज टॉक्ड अबाउट द सॉवरन एब्सोल्यूट रूलर, और कॉन्ट्रैक्ट बनते साथ ही दे हैड अपॉइंटेड सॉवरन रूलर. लेकिन यहाँ पे जो है ना, अ सिविल सोसाइटी, अ कम्युनिटी इज़ फॉर्म्ड, अ गवर्नमेंट इज़ एस्टैब्लिश्ड एंड पीपल हैव entrusted their rights to that government. So the third point is that sovereignty of the people, the community. So the sovereign power is created by the contract, and it does not vest in, the power and authority does not is not in the hands of a single man but in a community as whole. ये यूएस का जो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन है, दे दैट उसका जो प्रियम्बल है, इट स्टार्ट्स विद दैट वी द पीपल ऑफ द यूएस. तो उसका जो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन है ना, वो उससे लोगों को एम्पावर किया हुआ है. देर उधर जो है ना, पीपल आर सॉवरन. सो यहाँ पे भी इन लॉक्स सोशल कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, पीपल आर सॉवरन, दैट्स द सॉवरेनिटी ऑफ द कम्युनिटी. बेसिकली इज टॉकिंग अबाउट पीपल ऑफ दैट कम्युनिटी. And then natural rights, that after the establishment of state, every man will retain their natural rights, and the state will have an obligation to uphold these rights. The state जो है ना, वो इनके राइट्स इसकी एक गारंटी देगी. द स्टेट विल प्रोटेक्ट देयर इंडिविजुअल्स नेचुरल राइट्स. And then it was a unanimous contract, matlab contract was unanimous, made by the people. It was with their own consent, or hence government would be based firmly upon the consent of the masses. ये कोई पकड़ के 3-4 लोगों के साथ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट नहीं बनाया था. देयर कंसेंट वाज यूनानिमस एंड हेंस कॉन्ट्रैक्ट वाज आल्सो यूनानिमस. And Locke talked about that his contract is irrevocable, that the contract is irrevocable because having once made it, people cannot revert back, and it was irrevocable and irreversible. So they cannot go back to the state of nature. Locke's view about the state and government. So basically Locke made a distinction between the state and government, and he said that state comes into existence as a result of the social contract. हमने पिछले वीडियो में पढ़ा था that by first contract the state was formed, and through the second contract government was formed. So the rulers and the rule together constitute the state. And then he said that the right to revolt the government, people were given the right that they can revolt against the government but they cannot revolt against the state. तो हॉब्स की इफ़ वी कंपेयर इट विद हॉब्स सोशल कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, तो हॉब्स ने ये राइट अपने लोगों को नहीं दिया था. उससे कहा था कि पीपल will not have this right to revolt. There was no right of revolution against the state and government. यहाँ पे still Hobbes is talking about right to revolt against the government. तो he placed emphasis on popular sovereignty. He said that he emphasized in popular sovereignty in his theory, that after the contract a community will be sovereign and the government will work for the specific purpose for the people. It will work for the people, and if the government failed in doing its work, then people will have the right to revolt, so they can overthrow the government. Hobbes, in his social contract theory, he talked about the limited government, that Government will work for the public interest and it could not govern arbitrarily, मतलब अपनी मर्ज़ी से काम नहीं कर सकती, वो ऐसे कोई laws नहीं बनाएगी which are inconsistent with the natural laws, and वो अपने individuals को tax नहीं करेगी, because the source of power is people, मतलब people are the source behind the political power, and that the laws of government should conform with the laws of its laws of nature, these laws of nature. So, a government which violated its limitation was not worthy of obedience, and hence people can revolt against this government. Hence, Locke has advocated for limited government. He talked about constitutional government. Locke's Locke's advocacy of limited and constitutional government. Locke की जितनी भी writings हैं, he has always emphasized on constitutional government and limited government. So he said that it's based on concept of trust. वो कैसे, that according to the government, according to Locke, government are only the trustees to the people. मतलब he wanted to, if they are, मतलब if they fail, so they can be discarded. और उसने ये भी कहा था कि मतलब ही वांटेड टू मेक दिस गवर्नमेंट सबऑर्डिनेट टू द कम्युनिटी, मतलब लोगों के अंडर रहेगी ये गवर्नमेंट, एंड ही सेड दैट गवर्नमेंट एग्जिस्ट्स फॉर द गुड ऑफ द पीपल एंड कैन बी legitimately removed. And then according to Locke, there are different forms of government. He said that if the supreme power and authority is vested in the hands of one man, then it's monarchy, and if it's vested in the hands of few people, then it's aristocracy, and then if it's in the hands of few people, yeah, in the hands of many people, so then it's democracy. Locke has considered a limited democracy in the hands of delegates, कि ये लोग कंट्रोल करेंगे गवर्नमेंट को. ही हैज़ प्लेस्ड लिमिटेशंस ऑन द पावर्स ऑफ गवर्नमेंट. अगर गवर्नमेंट कुछ गलत करती है तो पीपल हैज़ द राइट टू ओवरथ्रो द गवर्नमेंट. Locke's whole entire philosophy is based on the consent of the people. He has talked about popular sovereignty and sovereignty of the people. According to Locke, people are the source of political power, and the community retains the supreme power. Locke, separation of power and sovereignty, according to Locke. So, before Montesquieu, Locke originated this theory of separation of power and checks and balances. He said that legislature will control the executive legislature and is constituted by the representatives of the people, and hence popular will is expressed through the legislature. The legislative power is limited to the public good and society, and that when a government does something contrary to public good or violates the law of nature, then it is to be overthrown by the popular revolt. इसका जो मॉन्टेस्क्यू है ना, इसने फिर लॉक के बाद जो है ना, उसने लॉक के बाद एक बहुत ही फेमस थ्योरी निकाली थी, एंड दैट वाज द थ्योरी ऑफ सेपरेशन ऑफ पावर एंड चेक्स एंड बैलेंसेस. तो इसमें इसने बताया था कि दैट ऑर्गन्स ऑफ द ये है ना, गवर्नमेंट, लेजिस्लेचर, एग्जीक्यूटिव, जुडिशरी, ये हर इंस्टीट्यूशन जो है ना अपनी जुरिस्डिक्शन में काम करेगा, एंड दे आर इंडिपेंडेंट. वो एक दूसरे के ऊपर डिपेंडेंट नहीं है, और वो अपने एरिया में काम करेंगे. देयर इज़ नो क्लोज कोलैबोरेशन बिटवीन दीज ऑर्गन्स of the government. And Locke has rejected and repudiated the sovereignty of Hobbes, and he has talked about the right of revolution. That's the biggest difference and distinction between the writings of Hobbes and Locke, that Hobbes has rejected the right of revolution of the individual, but Locke has given this right of revolution and revolt to its people. Okay, so here comes the last part of this lecture, the evaluation of the social contract theory. It was given by John Locke. So it is also, अगर हॉब्स की थ्योरी क्रिटिसाइज हुई है, तो जॉन लॉक थ्योरी इज़ ऑल्सो सब्जेक्टेड टू सिवियर क्रिटिसिज्म. एंड देन पहले इसके डीमेरिट्स देख लेते हैं. तो it is neither logical nor consistent. How? Because Locke's statement lacked clarity. उसने अपने स्टेट ऑफ नेचर में ये बात कही है कि दैट वाज अ प्री सोशल स्टेट। हाउ अगर लोगों को लॉस का पता है तो हाउ कम दे आर नॉट सिविलाइज्ड एंड देयर इज़ अ डिस्टर्बेंस एंड इनकन्वीनियंस इन द स्टेट ऑफ नेचर। The second point is rights cannot exist without a civil society, and Locke's statement that rights existed in the state of nature before the formation of society this statement is kind of very illogical, because rights are not rights in real sense unless they are protected by the state. जाहिर है स्टेट होगा तो राइट्स को प्रोटेक्ट करेगा ना। तो अगर नेचुरल राइट्स पहले से एग्जिस्ट करते थे तो ही हैज़ टॉक्ड अबाउट द एब्सेंस ऑफ स्टेट इन द स्टेट ऑफ नेचर। लेकिन कॉन्ट्रैक्ट के बाद ही सेड दैट a state is formed and it will now guarantee and protect the rights of individual. However, this is very illogical. And the third is that his views about human nature are one sided. अगर हम बात करें ना, इफ़ यू कंपेयर द व्यूज़ ऑफ हॉब्स एंड लॉक, तो हम ये बात करते हैं कि हॉब्स हैज़ ऑल्सो टॉक्ड अबाउट वन साइडेड नेचर, ह्यूमन नेचर, क्योंकि ही उससे बहुत रुथलेस एंड करप्ट एंड बैड इमेज ह्यूमन नेचर की शो की थी। वाइल ऑन द अदर हैंड इफ़ वी study Locke's view on human nature, so he has presented a very good image and decent, fundamentally decent image of human nature. He said that human nature is good, rational, cooperative. This assessment of Locke about human nature is one sided. Man is neither a beast or a god. He is a human, and a human nature is composed of complex, conflicting traits, different traits, distinguished traits. So his views are one sided. तो अगर हम इसके मेरिट्स की बात करें तो ही इज़ नोन टू बी द फादर ऑफ कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनलिज्म। मैंने आपको पहले भी बताया था, बिकॉज ही इज़ द फर्स्ट थिंकर हु सेड दैट क्रिएशन और डिसोल्यूशन ऑफ गवर्नमेंट कैन नॉट बी डन विदाउट द कंसेंट ऑफ द पीपल। ही गेव this the people the constitutional right to its community, and उसने कहा था कि both government and the governed are subject to law. Both are parts of the state. The people, the ruler and the ruled, both are parts of the state. They are subjects of the state. They are subjects of the law. So hence Locke was the father of democratic government and constitutionalism. So influence of Locke फिर है कि it provides guidelines for the British democracy, and a Locke idea of consent and of majority rule has become the basis of representative democracy. So this marks the end of our lecture. I hope you liked the video. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and kindly subscribe to my channel. I'll be coming up with more videos inshallah. Till then, bye, take care, and Allah Hafiz.